Hello students of grade 10, my name is Ms. Neja Bangfield and we will continue our discussion on the topic of productivity. Our focus is on the human resource development. At the end of this lesson, we will be explaining the importance of productivity in relation to human resource development. Now, let us turn our attention to what is human resource development. Human resource development. For a solid productivity plan to work, companies should focus on accomplishing future goals with strategies that increase employees' overall productivity. The HR department can make employees happier and more productive by providing positive training and enjoyable work environments that help retain talent. Productivity tip 1. Conduct an employee survey. First, try to discover what roadblocks are impeding productivity through an employee survey. If you don't already have systems in place, many online programs allow you to create surveys that can be sent in bulk. Ask the obvious questions first. Are you happy at work? Often, this isn't a question some employers are comfortable asking, but you'll never know if your employees are satisfied if you don't ask. It is a problem that can be easily rectified once you have the answers readily available. 2. Do you understand the company career ladder and promotions? Most employees will stick with a company when they are fully aware of the career ladder steps and how to climb them. If you receive negative responses concerning this matter, chances are your employees do not know how to move up in their careers within the company. 3. What would you rate your work-life balance as? To remain positive, a balanced work and home life are crucial to employees. Should you receive negative answers about this question, it's time to review the other factors that could be causing more stress to your employees. Other questions you might be readily available to ask. These include asking questions about the office environment, asking questions about meeting frequently, asking questions about distracting noise or employees, asking questions about flexible work options. Ask only the questions relevant to your company's offerings, but the overall goal is to uncover what is hindering employee productivity and to eliminate it. Productivity tip 2. Take a physical environment inventory. If you discover that the office environment is possibly the culprit of poor productivity, there are plenty of ways to rectify this issue. For instance, a common complaint among employees is bad lighting. Too much or too little light can cause eye strains. In addition, harsh artificial lighting can trigger migraines in some people. If lighting is causing your employees to feel uncomfortable, find ways to provide a more neutral lighting option. 1. If possible, uncover windows or find window shades that can be adjusted to let in more light or less light. 2. If your office don't have enough windows, change the types of light you use. Take out bulbs and light sources that create harsh white light for those that stimulate natural lighting. Improving eye health and reducing eye strain and headaches will improve overall productivity. In addition to lighting, noise level and temperature also play key roles in employee productivity. A study conducted in 2015 discovered that temperatures below 68 degrees result in a 50% drop in productivity. The ideal temperature for peak employee performance is 71.5 degrees. Keeping employees comfortable will increase the likelihood that they will want to stay in the office. The recent trend toward open office encourages teamwork and collaboration. It also raises the overall noise level and impacts concentration and productivity. Retain open teamwork environment while reducing noise levels by reminding employees to be courteous and establishing a workplace culture that includes 1. Taking long phone conversations away from where people are working. 2. Keeping a low voice during conversations in the work areas. 3. Moving lengthy conversations to designed meeting space. 4. Showing courtesy when walking through the office with others. And 5. Conducting planned meetings in conference rooms. Productivity tip 3. Consider offering flexible work conditions. Employers find that some employees are more productive when they are allowed to work from home, at least part of the time. A study conducted by Best Buy concerning their flexible work program saw a 35% increase in productivity. Depending on the role, flex work programs increase productivity for employees by reducing environmental stress, allowing for better concentration and eliminating impromptu meetings. Flexible work options have proven to reap better productivity results, happier employees, and reduced costs. If flexible work options are not already in place, start planning now. Being careful to avoid flex work arrangements that lead to low productivity and loss of individual engagement. When considering a flex work program at the organization, the best practices include 1. Create a plan with clearly defined policies and procedures. 2. Set up communication systems to stay connected with remote employees. 3. Train managers and team leaders to keep remote workers accountable. 4. Start with a pilot. Reassess the program every year or more and adjust. Productivity tip 4. Update technology and tools. If you've managed to attract top talent and maintain a staff of stellar employees, outdated tools and tech can severely impede productivity and create frustration among your best employees. Since technology is growing significantly every year, it is important to continuously update the tools necessary to keep business processes running smoothly. Limited budget makes it hard for employees to excel and innovate. For instance, if your company is still using Windows XP, you're not alone, but you're sure to encounter problems. A report by SpyWorks indicates that 50% of all businesses are still using Windows XP, even though program support ended in 2014. If you've been able to attract talent in the past, having substandard tools will make it harder to retain those employees and attract the best candidates in the future. Even if you've been able to attract talent in the past, having tools that are good and ready for good service will help you to retain the best employees. In addition to slowing down employee productivity, older software and hardware is more susceptible to viruses and hackers, resulting in hefty costs to remedy. Some ideas to improve upon technology includes 1. Review the company budget to decide which areas require immediate upgrades of tools and software. 2. Set up a software hardware transition plan to upgrade to new equipment. 3. Prepare training materials and block out time to get employee up to speed on newly acquired technology tools. 4. Monitor success of newly implemented tech and perform frequent updates. And finally, productivity tip 5. Support creativity and innovation. While it's important to set guidelines, goals, and expectations for employees, it's just as important to provide room for flexibility, innovation, and creativity. Limiting creativity and innovation in favor of doing things the way they've always been done or the XYZ company way is the best way to kill productivity and employee engagement. When employees are allowed to be creative in their jobs, they're able to produce more and potentially enhance sales to reduce costs. How is this done? Through appropriate training and incentives that boost creativity and encourage innovation. By reviewing specific areas in your company, you can create the programs necessary to cultivate a creative and innovative employee culture. While it is true that limiting creativity can hinder production, allowing for too much innovation and creativity without any guidance can also lead to minimal production. Employees, while needing to express creativity and innovation, still require guidelines. Too much creativity can result in chaos and lack of direction that ultimately brings production to a grinding halt. Instead, maximize productivity by also incorporating rules or guidelines for creative individuals to follow, such as 1. Set up lines of reporting with the appropriate authority by making it clear with employees who to report to. 2. Give employees control of their projects, but maintain firm project guidelines, goals, deadlines, and timelines. 3. Give power over decision making to employees to gain their input and use their suggestions where appropriate. Now that we've come to today's lesson on understanding productivity in detail, here is the exercise for today. You are required to complete this exercise in your notebooks. Question. The following 6 questions are asked to maximize productivity in the workplace. 1. When do I have the most energy? 2. Productivity is urgent or important? 3. When do I have the most distractions at work? 4. Which tasks can be scaled up? 5. Can I batch any part of this work? 6. What am I doing that someone else could do? If you were that employee, how would you respond to each? Communicate your responses in no more than 35 to 50 words each. Thank you for paying apt attention. My name is Ms. Nisha Bamfield, and I was happy to be your tutor for today.